Okay, so that would be the A minor shaped Phrygian minor of root 4 and then 5 over there. And again, then we keeping with the A, but we're still going up a pentatonic scale from E to G to A minor, now A major for the fourth. All right, so the fourth is going to be 4 6 root, right? Where's 4 6 root? You can look at it like this. If you know, there's 4. It's going to be a shape, so it's right up here, root 4 6. You remember A shape? Here's E shape. There's A shape. Just these 3 notes here. Down here in my in the mud down here, because I down tuned my guitar, it'd be, it's A shape, A shaped. It's still A shaped. I don't mean to use word trickery on you. That is the real A note. Okay, so we have a shaped, whoa, fourth there in the second inversion. So it's R4 6, and then we move on up the pentatonic scale to a D minor shaped sixth. Okay, so there it is. The sixth is going to be 6 is going to be. Oh, wait a second. No, wait a second. We skipped something. We were at the A and the A there, right? We did the A. That's the fourth, root 4 6, and let me explain. That is the Lydian fourth. Okay, so if you started a major scale from this 4, it would go, it would go F, like 4 5 6, and then you'd have a whole note to the 7. You don't have a half note, like, you don't have that. You have that. 4 5 6 7. Okay, it's a whole step. So that's because it's the Lydian fourth. All right. In rock and roll, they tend to do whatever they want to do, right? So they'll go. You can suspend a note like that as long as it's within the scale. So if you do that, then that would, in modal, that would become the tonic, and this would be the fifth. So you would want to do a dominant there. So let's do this. See, that suspended fourth becomes the dominant. So it'd be like, okay, that's staying within the modes. But music advanced out of the modal, but we have to learn the modal first, before we make these adjustments to the chords that will no doubt put them in between 2 keys. All right, the key that you're in and the key that it's most similar to, probably. So they're called adjustments or something like that. I forget what they are called. Anyway, so we're moving our way up here. So it's a D minor with a C, rather. We got a C-shaped fifth. Okay, so fifth is 5 7 root 5 7 2 5 7 2. It's a C shape. There's the 5, there's the 7, there's the 2. It's C shaped. I say it's C shaped because when we go to do a C, you have the capo on here, and so I've got the capo, but this is now where your guitar is, and I'm going to play a C right here. I'm going to This is the shape of that C. Okay, that's what I mean by C shape. The shape of the chord when you're playing a C open C. So it's saying it's a C shaped fifth. So you start. I guess we have to find that C shaped fifth. Okay. So here's the 5. All right, 5. So this is root position. Remember, C shaped is root position. I'll show you kind of a trick, if I could. That C shape is root position. So when you start on the 5th here, you're going to go 5, 7 to 2. That's a C-shaped 5th in root position. What I wanted to show you, and then we'll have to get to the 6th. But if I could digress without losing the what we were doing before, these things progress. Root here goes a C shape is root, and then you go into this 3, 5, 7 thing. Okay, but that one's warped over. Okay. Normally it would be 3, 5 root, and the root would be straight over. So it'd be 3, 5 root right there. And then that 5 root 3 goes into an E shape. So you start root position with a C shape, and then you go to this 3, 5 root, which is kind of still in an E shape. And then you go to definitely into the E shape there with 5 root 3. That's definitely the E shape. Now from that, then you can go root 3, 5 once again into the C shape. So it's just the same thing, and those are the only 3 shapes we'll be dealing with. Root 3, 5 right here is a C-shaped root. It's C-shaped. That's the same shape you would play if you were playing a C major. Okay. Let's see, root 3, 5. Yeah. Okay, and then we got 3, 5 root, and then we can start again here, 5 root 3. So there's those 3 different inversions. One's C shape, one's definitely C shape, one's definitely E shape, and the middle one in the middle is just kind of the middle guy. It goes, it's a first inversion. Okay, and it goes 3, 5 root, and we're good. We'll get to that. I have better diagrams that show exactly where that would be. So then we do the A. Okay, it's going to be a D-shaped A minor, which is A, C, E. Okay, it's in the key of C, but in any key, it's just 6 root 3. Here it is, D minor shape. You know D minor, 6 root 3. Okay, good old D minor shape. Now that's a second inversion too. A lot of them are second inversion that people play as chords. But below that, so you have that 6 root 3. Okay, on the bar, you would have some other notes that might come and be played. In the case of D minor, we don't have that. And that's what I'm going to be getting into, the best phrasing of chords. So once you have a scale, or you have a group of notes that represent the chords, and that's what I'm working on in today's chart, and that's going to be ready in a day or so. So that's it, and then we get up to the half diminished. Half diminished is just 7, 2, 4, 6, right? So it's 7, 4, 6. We just have to find a configuration and play a chord there, okay?